Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Yakuza Like a Dragon. I'm the Mysterious JG, and we're trying to save Zhao. Zhao, he's our man. If he can't do it, no one can. Let's continue that quest. You can be voice acted now? Apparently. Just with church. Oh, and he runs off. He's getting away. He got away. Let's go after him and make our way up. It's safe to assume Zhao is being held captive on the top floor.
Got it.
Good call. Let's hurry and get him out of here. But, get loot first, obviously. Restorative medicine. Knock over some plants here. Oh, we got roasted chestnuts. Chestnut roasting in a Chinese restaurant where some guy is being tortured and interrogated. A bounty has been placed on our heads. Merry Christmas. Almond jelly. I don't know that I've ever had that, but that sounds tasty. There are some Eastern desserts. I like sampling Asian foods because, I mean, oh, bug delivery complete. That are about as different as it's gonna get from, stuff I grew up on. Ma never cooked a lot of Asian type of dishes. Closest we might have gotten was she would get the Uncle Ben's, which I guess it's Aunt Jemima's has changed to like Millstone something company. It's got a name that has a historical meaning for that company, but they've dropped Aunt Jemima. I think Uncle Ben is still Uncle Ben, but yeah, she would get the Uncle Ben's wild rice. That's about as and put soy sauce in it. That's about as Asian as we got in my household growing up. So I developed a fondness for some of the cuisine later in life, but yeah, some of the desserts particularly because they're things that you would never have thought to. You didn't even know this kind of stuff existed. Red bean paste is like the most delicious thing ever. And now we're headstrong, thanks to our tactical helmets. But yeah, almond jelly, it's like, I have never had that. I have no doubt that sounds delicious. Indian ones, like particularly, I mean, I know India's part of Asia, but it's like super spicy curry, and then you follow it up with some kind of really sweet milk or yogurt-based thing. I'm not a big one for chutney, but yeah, I can do me some Indian desserts. To say nothing of my Golazzi. Let's continue talking about Indian desserts as a bunch of Chinese chefs are presumably going to try to murder us. Looks like we're in the kitchens. Let's just blow past these chefs and find our way up. Did you have a problem with tonight's order?
Ah.
It would seem these chefs practice more than the culinary arts. It's been a while since we had fresh ingredients. We'll saute you and serve you to the boss. Because the boss is a cannibal. So I would not eat at this restaurant, even if they have almond jelly, because apparently, A, they never have fresh ingredients, and B, they like to murder and eat people. So I wouldn't necessarily approve of that. But they got some, like...
I got this.
I'm thinking they're inspired here specifically by Kill Bill, although Kill Bill itself was inspired heavily by a lot of 70s action movies, so maybe it's a common... Maybe it's the old common cause fallacy. But yeah, this is reminding me of... I'm now flashing back to the Crazy 88's entrance from Kill Bill, Volume 1. Although that didn't really have that style of music. Some of the fight scenes did. Wow, I'm kind of surprised I didn't get the "You Are Burning" status ailment from that. But yeah, they're doing like the 70s, 70s action movie music thing here. Well, let's just make sure we finish you off. I was hoping we would do more damage than we did to Jang. But in the interest of there being some strategy here, we should be saving the guy who's stun locked and can't do anything for last, because we don't have to worry as much about him getting a turn. And he was basically mauled in the face with an actual maul.
Oh, look at all the food here. It'd be a waste just to leave it.
Read my mind there. Hey, maybe we could take some to go.
You know, I mean, some of it's human flesh. I love
You
that.
forget we're on a mission here. Ready when you are.
It's like, oh man, this food looks so good. Yeah, I know they just got done saying they have no fresh ingredients and are willing to eat human flesh, but still. Oh yeah, I'm with you. Liquid nitrogen spray. Oh, potato. Boil them, smash them, stick them in a stew. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. Alright. I'm going to need to be paying attention to save stuff because, I need to I wouldn't mind just playing this for a while, but I got other LPs I got to get recorded to keep my upload schedule going, so I need to be looking for an opportunity to get out because it's a fairly long story sequence we got to get through here before we're back on just wandering around freely in the city. And this is going back. I'm going this way. Sorry, Sagat. These do not appear to be human cadavers. That's nice. Although some of these cuts here, who knows? Yeah, I know that there's, like, plot ahead.
Should I open it?
We should open.
Got it.
Iron gloves. Iron gloves feature Iron Knuckles, one of the most frustrating enemies of Zelda 2: The Adventures of Link. Just throwing that out there. Okay, now we're going up, not down, but I always get curious. What's stopping you from going, oh, a pile of garbage? But at least there's some loot at the bottom of the pile of garbage. Mango pudding. Oh, that sounds good too. Alright, but if we get up here... Golden Mantis. Mantis on the fucking claw! Man, I hope I got all this when I was playing this the other night with alcohol, because some of those golden bug drops, you need them to make weapons, and the weaponsmithing, and kind of a brainwash gas ball. Kind of a pain to collect otherwise. We don't really have a lot of reliable ways to get them.
Should I open it?
Should he open it, folks?
Sweet.
I say we should. We got a Wonder Gown. Wonder Gown. There's a tiger staring intently straight ahead. Not sure what to make of this.
What?
A tiger? What the hell is up with that? This floor serves our VIP guests. The tiger is my pet, and also acts as part of our service package. That's kind of weird, dude. Service package?
Ah.
A dining experience where our VIP guests watch a hungry, man-eating tiger go berserk, all while they indulge in our finest Chinese cuisine. It's one of our more popular services. Reviewers rave about how they can't get enough of the thrill and sense of superiority it offers. That's fucked up. I mean, is what he's saying they're intentionally, like, semi-starving a tiger so that it's hungry and it, like... Because I don't know if the tiger would recognize these dishes being brought out to people as food, unless it can... It depends on whether or not it can smell through the, whatever that plexiglass panel is. But yeah, if it's, like, super freaking hungry and there's a bunch of, like, people just kind of watching it, I guess it would probably recognize when people are eating. I don't know if I don't know. But I guess cats... Because we used to have cats earlier in my life, and they would come around and while people were eating, but I always figured it was because of the smell. Like, I didn't think they were, like figuring out because we were putting things in our mouth that we were eating, although I suppose it's possible they were working that out too. But I figured, yeah, they can smell food. Most of the things that humans eat are tasty for a cat as well. But yeah, this is fucked up. It's like we're starving a tiger so a bunch of rich assholes can watch a tiger and eat in front of a hungry tiger and laugh at how superior they are. These guys are assholes. Although, in fairness, we're going to rescue Zhao. I don't think... like, was that going? This was presumably going on under his leadership too. So maybe I shouldn't be. I don't know. We're being made to not like this guy, but until fairly recently, he was working for Zhao, who I think we are supposed to like, despite his constant scenery chewing. So your guests are just as sick as you are. Gross. I'm reluctant to host such an ignorant minds on this floor, but I suppose since you're here now, I'll serve the main dish myself. Get ready, guys.
Show me what you got.
Okay, we're fighting this guy and he doesn't even have backup. Wang attack.
Take your best shot. Let's go.
So, knowing what's coming, and I suspect that it's not like I didn't have my suspicions when I was playing before, I don't want to waste a whole lot of our best on this guy. Because as you can see, he's going to put up a fight and all, but it's not exactly going to require us to use all of our very best techniques to beat this. He's one guy, he's outnumbered 4-1. He's got the cool claws on, very Mr. Han from Enter the Dragon of him, but now Jinwi says, "You have offended my family, and you have offended a Shaolin construction site." Oh! You've offended my family, and you've offended the Colonel and Pegasus. Is he dead? Now wild beasts. I don't know why it's not tiger. And I would have to say,
Tigers while you eat? I will never understand rich people.
well,
Hey,
yeah.
I can get behind it. Tigers are just like house cats, but bigger.
Oh, sure. It's so cute when they're about to maul you.
Yeah, I'm with her on this one, Adachi-san. I don't want to end up as a tiger snack.
I like that they're wearing their actual. He's dressed in the. She's got the bare shoulders because that's all you can really see in this costume from that zoom. But I like that we have Adachi as a white rapper and Kasuga as that. I do have to say though, they do a really good job in making the people look like people. I'd even commented that's like, wow, speaking as a white dude, they even have the characters who are supposed to be Japanese, Korean, and Chinese kind of have a little bit of distinction because, they kind of look a little different. And some of them, like I've said before, a Chinese American girl was explaining this to me once. It's like some Chinese Americans look really, really Chinese and some just don't. Like there are traits. But what I'm getting at is this tiger looks like crap. Like they didn't really. Its face, like the body's not that bad, but that face and that close-up, they didn't do a particularly great job in making this thing look like a real tiger. But oh well. At any rate, I would have to think that after this we'll get a chance to save and get our MPs back. So let's go all out here. Essence of Gale Slash or Essence of Elegance? Gale Slash would be the one. Or Matriarch's Defiance might be an interesting one. You just insulted that tiger by saying it's unworthy of its family.
I'm not backing
It's
down.
kind of weird. Like, that one, now that I think about it, it should probably be immune to that. Like, if you're shouting just to intimidate it with a loud roar, maybe it would affect an animal. But if you're, like, you're insulting that it's not worthy of its own family, it's probably not really going to get a whole lot out of that. Okay, so Nelson Strike. Yeah, some of the grapple ones don't work, which makes sense. Like the idea that you're gonna go like German suplex, for example, isn't gonna work here. Megaton throw. See if we can set this thing on fire and make it breathe its last. That's weak against fire. And Adachi is bleeding, which, gotta say, makes sense.
You're gonna be in a world of hurt.
How does it feel about being stunned?
Don't move. Oh!
It's resistant to lightning. Endless Desire is probably not a terrible idea here.
I'm not backing down.
Although actually, Relax might be better to get its defense down so we can win this quickly.
You're gonna get stomped.
Didn't really do that much to it, but... Alright, now let's try Essence of Gale Slash, which has a chance to leave it bleeding. I don't want to sound like gross or weird, but yeah, I feel like making this animal, giving it open bleeding wounds is probably a good idea if we want to finish the fight quickly. Not because I'm kind of like animal hating psycho or anything, but... Okay, I'm not sure what it was going to do there, but I doubt it was good for us. You, in the meantime, are bleeding, although it doesn't like fire. We've established that.
You're gonna be in a world of hurt. I'm not
Let's
backing
try to
down.
attack it and increase our own attack. I just completely missed my timing on the
You're
extra
gonna
action,
get
but
stomped.
Take your best shot.
Essence of Assassin Dive.
I'm
Deals
not
greater
backing
damage
down.
if paralyzed, which just isn't. Let's try Rapid Shot.
Take this. Don't get caught.
It is weak against that. Yeah, it tends to inflict bleeding, which, you know, it's a tiger. Makes sense.
Huh?
Let's go for, let's get everyone's, get rid of the bleeding on our allies.
You're in for it.
You're in for it now. Thank you. Candle Rush might set... It's probably susceptible to burning.
Eyes
Let's go.
Maybe you only get attack up if you don't screw up the QTE, but,
a gift for you.
the gift of bullets.
Here we go. Fist out.
Doesn't seem to be on... It doesn't seem like we're gonna get this thing to bleed, but... What about ice? We've tried fire, what about ice? That way we've tried fire and ice. It doesn't care about ice. It doesn't care about lightning. It does... And we're over leveled because this thing's just not doing the kind of damage it probably should be.
Let's see.
It's like, I'm sorry, Tiger, we defeated construction equipment. You're not gonna be a problem.
You're gonna be in a world of hurt.
We had maximum flare, should have tried that. You know, I just refuse. He's just not getting the attack bonus things to work.
I got this.
Try this on for size.
That was pretty nasty, actually. I would imagine there are laws about hitting a tiger in the side of the head with a maul. But, Queen Jin Manager and Man-Eating Beast King are both, Sujidex monsters, so...
I feel the stats going up.
I feel the stats rise
Nice.
under my feet. Double hatchet, okay. Master Hammer. It's, was used to build the Dungeon of Doom, see? Well, okay, so... The Quinn manager, the manager guy is presumably dead. Oh, raw ruby ore. Ruby, please don't bring your raw ore to town. Yeah, I'm sorry, I feel bad. Ruby Soho has debuted in AEW, and apparently there's a song called Ruby Soho, and the young, cool kids will know that, but I was thinking, oh, like Ruby Bring Your Love to Town, which is a little bit less new and a little bit less hip. Oh, that's right, Adachi still does, like, little psych myself up punch combos. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe we aren't... Oh, no. Everybody got job level up. I think that's why everybody's got all their MPs and whatnot. So this is just a little loot zone and of additional dining space for weirdos who want to... I guess if you're up here, you're looking down on the other rich people, but you don't have a very good view of the tiger. So I don't know where the true elite seating area is. I just knocked shit over because,
Should I open it?
let's open it.
Got it.
Hopefully there won't be, like, additional tigers hiding in these safes.
Should I open it? Sweet.
Magical sandals. It's a magical device. Handmade meat bun, which was on the floor under the table, I believe. Maybe I was wrong. You can scoot back and see if you're interested. Was it on the table and I just approached from the wrong direction? Was it perhaps sitting on a seat? But it did appear that, like... Chinese sticky rice, that sounds good too. I always think of sticky rice as being a Japanese thing because they use it in sushi, right? The rice that you cook up with vinegar, I guess. But what do I know about Asian cuisine? Not much. I know a little bit. I don't know a lot.
Finally, we're at the top. You think Mabuchi and the others are waiting for us?
The psycho has
Most
come
likely.
back.
We don't know what they're gonna throw at us, so we best be prepared.
Okay, sounds like a plan. Let's gear up, get ready, and go do this thing.
Yeah, this ain't over yet. It's not like we fight a tiger and then they give us Zhao. I think we got some other plot stuff to do. But, yep, there is going to be a place to restore. Kind of hoping there might be a place to save. There is not.
Should I open it?
We should open.
Got it.
Got a tactical vest. And about 8 minutes left in the video. I need to sort of have that in mind as I'm going. I don't think we're going to get done with all of... Because we got some major plot stuff to go down. We'll have some fights. And there'll be a bunch of... After we've won the fights, there'll be even more plot. I don't think I'm getting through all of it in the next video. What's left of this video and the next video might not be enough to clear it all. Because we've got a lot of plot to go. So I'm really hoping we'll get some opportunities to save the game.
Listen.
Listen, Mabuchi's waiting for us ahead, and there's no way this goes down without a fight. You ready? Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody packed? Yeah. Let's get Zhao out of there. Yeah. Oh, a bunch of guys got beaten up already.
Yo, Mabuchi.
What up, man? How you doing?
I've been waiting for you, Kasuga.
Mabuchi, a.k.a. Lao Ma, a.k.a. Stormcrow, a.k.a. Remember, just use one of my 3 easy-to-remember nicknames. Johannes or Vanderbilt. It's riff tracks, having some fun with Lord of the Rings, where Gandalf has like 8 different names depending on who's talking to him.
I don't think I'll be satisfied until I choke the life out of you personally.
Really?
Funny, because I heard you put a bounty on my head. That means you're happy to let someone else do it.
Oh, I think you just got punked, Lao Ma. I like that.
Where's Zhao?
Somewhere in this building.
He's one of those cuts of meat you passed on the way up.
Later, he'll be in transit. To the afterlife.
I've bought him a ticket to the next dimension.
With this twerp, Mabuchi-Han.
Mabuchi-Han?
I'm good, Ishioda-san. I'm about to make sure nobody thinks little of us ever again. I'll prove that I deserve to swear off as a full partner with the Omi Alliance.
I'll prove my love to you, sir.
Those men next to Lama are skilled fighters.
Senpai.
Assassins, really. You might say they're the secret weapons of the Yokohama Ryuman.
How can you tell they're assassins? They're not wearing, like, hoods or sitting down between 2 people to be inconspicuous or diving into hay. That's normally how I spot assassins.
Damn.
And up there are more Omi Alliance men. Our chances of winning a fight are very low, actually.
We'll have to save scum through.
We're up shit creek without a paddle. But I don't care.
Hey, man, don't yell at me.
The fact is, if we run, Zhao dies. That's all that matters.
No need to bristle, Kasuga.
I was just trying to build up tension, jeez.
So you're Ichiban Kasuga.
I'm the guy in the hideous brown coat.
Who are you? Some fan of mine?
No,
Were you one of the freaks?
I'm a man who's never forgotten how Masumi Arakawa stole my rightful seat.
The bearded lady. You
What?
know, accused Pee-wee of being one of the freaks or something like that.
You know this scruffy-haired punk, Tendo? I only know him as the guy the captain shot. Alive and kicking somehow.
The guy who defeated my construction crane.
I think he might be a naughty little secret of the captain's.
Kasuga, this charmer here is Tendo, last of the lieutenants.
Or lieutenants if you're playing the
boxer?
British version.
No wonder he's a damn giant.
You two can rely.
So I should have paused it a little early. Is he supposed to be Caucasian? Because he really looked like he might have been supposed to be Caucasian. And that's a big thing in Chinese and Japanese action drama, is having, like, the bad guys will have a ringer who's like this really big white dude. Sometimes it'll be a really big black guy, but, like, I've seen so many movies where, like, there's a Russian or sometimes American, usually they're like Eastern European or something. But yeah, there'll be like this big Russian bad guy who, you know, is like twice as tall as Bruce Lee or whoever, and Bruce Lee obviously beats the shit out of him, but they build him up as being this unstoppable giant so that the, you know, smaller Asian hero can defeat them. And that guy is screaming like he is the evil ringer giant white guy.
Relax over there for a bit. I think we'll have ourselves a little sideshow. Tendo seems interested
Sideshow,
in who you
eh?
are.
Let's get mad clown
So
out
I'll
here.
leave you alive just long enough to talk. Later, I'll really take my sweet time toying with you.
Damn, what a perv. You into armpits?
Well, have anything to say?
It's better to burn out than to
Really
fade away.
hanging up in here.
I think that means hurry up and kill me.
Your Japanese isn't very good, is it? Oh no, he's got Blue Dragon, or Green Dragon, or Jade Dragon, depending on which translation you're reading.
Watch me.
Watch me rock. Every time he goes, watch me.
You're gonna be in a whirl this time.
It's a time to call it. Should I just say, I think the next time we will start Yokohama Liumang strategist Mabuchi.
I'm not backing down.
I don't know if this is going to stick. We fought this guy before, but this seems like a pretty major league confrontation. Not to mention there's Omi Alliance lieutenants behind him, so
You're gonna be in a whirl this time.
this might be it for us and Mabuchi. And I think we're setting our sights higher now that we know there was the young master was involved in an even more complicated master plan.
Yeah?
Yep. But Mabuchi, we've been looking for this guy for a long time. He is the guy who, you know, maybe it was some thugs that were with him, but
You're not scared of my
he was the hands-on guy who killed the greatest person who has ever lived, the Soapland manager, whose name I don't remember. And I think we might be finally about to avenge him. Let's see what happens next time.